G'day folks, welcome back to Tales of the Shire. Hope you guys are doing well. We're in front of our new home in Bywater. Hope you guys are doing well. We have just gone through an entire day in the previous episode and we're ready for an entirely new day. It is already almost midday though, so we're jumping in a little bit late here. But there's a couple of tales that we need to try and get into. Still looking for that old book of rules, so we need to speak to Willow about that, and we're still waiting for some of our vegetables to grow, those taters that we've decided to grow, so hopefully that'll happen sometime in this episode, but I think we should prioritize having a chat with Willow and seeing what we can learn from that person. Presumably we're still in the tutorial stage of the game, so what a nice looking garden. I hope we'll be able to make a garden that looks half as good as this, or maybe even better. Willow's workshop. Is this Willow? No? Oh, there she is, I think. You're new here. My name is Willow Took. I'm Blue Banks. It's nice to meet you. You've got a lot of work to do to get set up here. That old Hobbit hole of yours has seen better days. Yeah, well, I might need some help. If you do, just ask. Thank you, Willow. I didn't say ask me, did I? Good luck, Hobbit. What do you want? Have you seen an old book? I know the one. Quite big, good corners. I used it to draw right angles. A bit moist, though. I gave it to Daisy. Let's ask her. Okay. Daisy, love. Do you have that old book with the Oliphant on it? Mooma and me looked at the Oliphant, but then I gave it back to you. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing this word correctly. I'm not entirely sure what an Oliphant is. That's right. I was boarding up some rooms in old Ruby's place. I used it as a step. A step? How else can I reach those top nails? Jump? Poor Ruby couldn't manage that big place anymore. She asked me to make it a bit smaller. You could get Mom to open up those rooms again if you ask nicely. Very nicely. So, you've got the book? No, it had pictures of cooking in it, so I gave it to Mrs. Cotton. Really? I suppose I'll see Mrs. Cotton then. Alright, we're literally going in circles here. But, yeah, it's good to at least get to know some of these people. I suppose we're getting to know all of the town folk that we can interact with. I wonder if I can speak to her about buying stuff. I don't know what she sells. Let's trade. So, she's just got chestnuts, hazelnuts, and walnuts. So, is that all she sells? She looks like she might have tools or something. Or is that because she's not, like, standing in front of a shop? I'm just gonna wait until she gets in position and try this again. No, okay, she sells the same things. Okay, so... let's not worry about that. I assume perhaps maybe if we really need to get some nuts, we can just buy it from her. But I feel like we should be able to just forage for stuff. And then there's, yeah, Daisy. I'm not sure if Daisy does anything specifically, or if she's just a character we can hang out with, you know? So... right, so let's head back to... well, it's gonna have to be the Cottons then, right? Are we going the right way? Kind of. Hopefully she has the book, or perhaps maybe she's gonna, you know, point us in the right direction. No doubt that there's probably gonna be a lot more to learn. Oh, got these blue butterflies, which should mean that we're able to yeah, harvest this stuff. Blackberries. Oh yes, I keep forgetting, but there are the journal entries. We should have a read here. So, Daisy took. The daughter of Willow, Daisy is filled with joy and excitement for all the big world to explore around her. She has her mam's courage and is always venturing into the forest to find fun things. Okay. Then we've got Delphi, the healer of Bywater, just as her late mother was, though arguably much less successful. She's warm, friendly, and welcoming to all. No Bywater hobbit knows more about the forest's bounties than Delphi. I wonder if, like, we can help her with, you know, being a little bit more of a successful healer. We've seen Farmer Cotton, Lily Cotton, and... is that everyone? Willow took. Smart and independent, Willow is a master carpenter who would fix all of Bywater's problems if they were wood-based. Wherever you find Willow, her daughter Daisy isn't too far behind. Yeah, so she looks like a carpenter, and perhaps maybe there's more stuff that we can buy from her later on down the track. Maybe like furniture or whatever, you know? So... but let's not get ahead of ourselves. What's going on up here? A few bits and bobs. I wonder if all of the buildings can be interactable and perhaps maybe we can enter some of them at some point. Okay, here we are. The Green Dragon. The famous Green Dragon Tavern. That's a very big green dragon indeed. Standing at this scaly sign, I feel a mighty thirst. I need to put its barrels to the test. I think I'll try the Golden Glory first. But you can't stand here daydreaming, Bluebanks. Things to do. Yep, absolutely, things to do. Although... okay. We apparently completed a tale there. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but... where is... I forget this person's name now. Oh yes, Lily, that's right. So a little bit further ahead in the building, perhaps? There she is. Alright, let's have a chat. What can I do for you? You know that book that I've been looking for? Have you seen it by chance? Willow said she gave you an old book with cooking pictures in it. She did! It had some good roast bird dishes in it. And there was this picture of a hobbit chasing a wild goose. That hobbit looked really fed up. I know how he feels. Speaking of cooking, I hope you're making some lovely meals in that kitchen of yours. Here's something to get you started. Oh, sweet. And let me tell you a secret. Use all the equipment in that lovely kitchen of yours to chop, boil, and fry, and you'll get that perfect texture. Remember, smooth or crunchy, tough or tender, texture makes taste even better. Once you've cooked a few things, come back and we'll see how you're getting on. So, that old book was Ruby's in the first place. I gave it back to her. Okay, then where is it now? I have no idea, but I'll tell you who might know. Nora and Fosco. They were with old Ruby all the time. She taught them their letters. I'll ask Nora and Fosco then. You might want to be a bit careful there. They were awfully fond of her. It would be better to do it kindly. How about you show off your cooking skills and make them each a nice meal? New happy memories will push away the sad ones, I reckon. I'll cook 2 meals and then write them an invitation at my writing desk. Sweet, alright. So we'll get to learn how to use the writing desk and to cook even more meals. Is there anything else I can help you with, Blue Love? No, I think that's it for now. Goodbye, Blue Love. It's always lovely to see you. Alright, brilliant. So, can we go through here? No. Look at this place. This tavern looks so cozy. I wish we could just, like, sit down and have a nice pint. But no, there are too many things to do. Okay, now we've got new recipes as well. I don't really know if there's a, like, favorite dish mechanic. I assume there is, so some people might like certain dishes more so than others. But my assumption is that I don't need to worry about that for now, and I can just simply cook them whatever I feel like cooking. So, the secret ingredient, let me just have a look at that. Cook 3 meals, a table of friends, so prepare 2 meals for Nora and Fosco, and then, yeah, we've still got the veggie growing stuff to do. Right, getting very busy indeed. Let's try and make it back home, and we'll get started on cooking some meals. Hopefully we do have the ingredients that we need. It is already getting late though, so I assume we're not going to be able to hang out with people today, but we can get the food prepared. I don't know if it is wise to use some of the day for, you know, perhaps foraging or maybe even like catching some more fish. Alright. So, we do need to do something about this front door though. I really don't like how it's looking extremely shabby. And how will I know when these are ready for harvest? I guess maybe they might shimmer or shine or something at some point. But yeah, let's come back to it. So, let's prepare something. So you can now make an extra delicious meal by hitting the texture sweet spot. Select a recipe and add the ingredients. Okay, let's do that. Cool taters and beans? Sure, why not? We have everything we need apparently, so... a bold use of the tater pays off in a perky dish that allows you to enjoy them even on a hot summer's day. It is summer right now, so that's perfect. Let's see. So, we need maize. We need the beans. Onions. We don't really have some very good quality onions, but that's fine. And then we need some taters. And yeah, we should start cooking. With cooking stations, you can shift the meal towards chunky or smooth, crisp or tender. Stop your station interaction at the right time to reach the texture change you want. Okay. As you unlock more stations, you'll have more opportunities to process ingredients differently. If you miss the mark on the first ingredient, you can get closer with the next. Hit the texture sweet spot to make your meals extra delicious. Okay. So I guess this is sort of the sweet spot here, right? Which we saw last time. So, we want it to be chunky, so don't want it to be too far. Something like that, right? And then, let's continue. I assume we can do, like, the tenderness here, right? So, let's come back to it. So let's assemble, and then... we're moving towards the beans, I assume? And again, we want the beans to be a bit chunky, so I think that's good enough. And then drop that in the bowl, and let's do chunky brown onions as well. Hang on. I might be looking at the wrong thing here. I'm looking at this star, but then there's the plate as well. Perhaps maybe the plate is what I need to be aiming for. I mean, it is sort of in the same vicinity there, so we do want to make it chunky. Let's continue. Yeah, okay. All right, I see. So the plate is sort of where we have ended up on the scale of things. Yes, yes, okay. I think we're not looking too bad. And the brown taters, let's chop that. Let's make it just slightly smoother, because I need to bring this up a little bit, I reckon. Oh, okay, no, it's it's gone further down the chunky line. Right, right. Can I go back and continue chopping? Oh, I don't think I can. Cool taters and beans. Let's store it in the backpack. Alright. Let's do very good fish cakes. And I'll try to aim for the right texture and see if we can get it, you know? So, what's the difference between these two? I suppose maybe one's in the pantry and one's in the backpack. We'll use the one in the backpack first. Yep. So fish, some taters, let's cook. And let's try this. So we just need to assemble for the flour. So we need to make this slightly chunky. So I believe our opportunity for that could be like twofold with the onion and the fish. I don't know when we would use the frying pan though. Anyway, oh, okay, it doesn't... Oh, okay, yep, I can continue. Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. So, let's assemble that, and... yeah, let's... do... I reckon that's a good spot there. Yeah. Oh, and then... I see. Things highlight when we can actually fry them, so... this is probably a good time to do that. And then we've got seasonings, which I have none at the moment. So we'll try to bring them to tenderness. I think we stop around here. Oh no! Okay, I needed a little bit more. Damn, alright. Well, we're learning quite a lot. Brown taters. Let's make this, I would just say slightly chunky, like that. And I think we have another opportunity here to make things tender, so let's drop that in. And I might stop like right in the middle somewhere. Hopefully that works out for us. Oh no, okay, definitely needed more time. Well, we got pretty close. So this thing's a bit spicy. Let's store it in the backpack. And do we want to try to go for another? I mean, we do need to make 3 things, right? So the rhubarb pie, why not? Okay, let's see if let's see if we can get there. It's a bit difficult, but we need it to be sort of right in the middle. So I suppose maybe the best thing to do is to chop it till the middle? Yep, let's do the rhubarb. Let's do... because we don't want this to move anywhere, right? So I think this is the good spot for it. And we'll combine that and the blackberries. I suppose there's no chopping involved here. And I don't think... was there a... oh, maybe I missed my chance with the rhubarb. I should have maybe used the pan for it. Darn. Okay. It's a little bit more complicated than I initially thought. Alright, store that in the backpack as well. And I don't think there's anything else we can make with the ingredients we have for the moment. But while we're here, I will actually drop a few bits and pieces. Just so that we're not, you know, carrying all this stuff. But I will keep the foods on me. And I will serve all of that once we do have some guests around. Actually... yeah, we do need to return to Lily as well. We'll do that tomorrow. A table of friends. Use your writing desk at home to invite Nora and Fosco to a shared meal. Let's do that. Welcome to the writing desk. This is where you can plan a shared meal to improve relationships with townsfolk. Select plan a shared meal. Okay. Yes, we can do it at our home. And so we need the two folks. So each townfolk will be craving two things, meals and a flavor. Successfully serve a townsfolk either of these and they will give you a special thank you gift. Add attendees to invite to your shared meal. Okay. So it's Fosco and Nora, right? They are not really saying that they're craving anything in particular, but like hovering above some of these other people, it seems like some people want certain dishes, which means that this should be pretty easy. They should be pretty happy with whatever we serve them, my assumption is. So, yeah. Let's do that. I'm inviting you to a shared meal. I'd love to make you a meal and share it with you. Send me your reply and I'll definitely start cooking. Let me know the sort of food you fancy and I might definitely be I might definitely be able to make it. When? Tomorrow. Location? Home. I shall await your company. Send. Sweet. Alright, that's done. Your shared meal is now planned and will be ready tomorrow. Make sure to check your postbox for some insightful RSVP letters on the day. Wait until tomorrow to start the shared meal. Okay. Well, I guess we can control that sort of stuff, right? It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Maybe it could be... I don't know if you could do it on the day, but perhaps maybe you could do it like, you know, for a few days in advance. So... yeah, that looks good. Anything we can get up to before we end the day? I suppose maybe we should catch some fish and then maybe forage a little bit more. Just to, you know, make sure we're using the time. I mean, I could just easily have a sleep as well. But we'll utilize the time. We'll catch some more of these fish. But perhaps maybe I do need to, you know, go for some other waterways just to see what other types of fish we can find. Okay, good. So... let's see. Where are the other waterways? I suppose there's a fish mark up this way, so it might not be a bad idea to... check to see what kind of fish we can find there. Great East Road. Oh yeah, and I'm on the lookout for more butterflies and whatnot. Hedge mustard. Thank you very much. There's a little bit more over there, but let's not worry about it. A brisk morning walk is quite invigorating. Most certainly is. Okay, right here. A very convenient spot, this landing, for a bit of fishing. I hope these are actually different types of fish. Bywater bleak. Alright. Well, let me just have a quick look at our inventory. Got plenty of space. Would we find fish in any of the other waterways even though there are no marks for fishing? I'm not sure, actually. Then I can see, like, these, like, bird symbols. Oh, actually, no, that's just the symbols of the bluebirds that are giving us directions. Alright. We've still got a little bit of time. So let me perhaps go out this way. See if we can find some bigger waterways. Some very calm looking waters here. No fish, however. So maybe this is not the spot. Although we did meet, what was his name? Old Noak or whatever his name is, just out here, right? I assume he was doing some fishing, but perhaps maybe he was thinking about doing some fishing, maybe. Right. Let's head up this way and let's see. Which direction should we go to? There's a big pond over here. Maybe that's what we want. I am running out of time though, so we want to think about heading home very soon. And there doesn't seem to be like a strength mechanic, at least from what I can tell so far. Which means, you know, we wouldn't run out of stamina or anything like that, but it's really just about getting home on time. Maybe this area is just blocked off for the moment. I don't see any fishies in here. Yeah, maybe I just need to progress the story a little bit more. In which case, that means it is time for us to go back home. All good. I don't know, I almost feel like the normal walk is better. Better in terms of speed. Unless maybe there's like auto run or something like that going on. And perhaps maybe this like skipping is more walking speed. Though they kind of feel like they're sort of the same pace. The same speed. Still a lot of people out at this hour. Right, time for bed. And I'm kind of keen to see how our veggies are faring when we wake up the next day. And I wonder if we can control exactly when the meal happens. Let's go to sleep, and we might change outfit once again, just to, you know, mix things up. Ooh, it's a rainy day. Okay. I've not seen a rainy day before. So shared meal is ready. We can just simply do it, I assume. Yeah, okay, it's shining over there, so we just need to activate it. I guess we can do it any time. So let me just come back outside and just check on plants and stuff. They don't say that they need watering, so rainy days are blessings in disguise. And I'm just trying to think of whether or not there's anything else I want to do before we even get started with that conversation. Maybe going back to Lily isn't such a bad idea. Though we do also need to return to Farmer Cotton with 3 vegetables. I say we do the meal first because these guys are probably going to tell us to go and speak to another person which might be in the same area, so we may as well get this done first. Okay, so let's get our meals, and I wonder if we have to, like, put a certain meal in front of them, or if it's in the middle of the table, whether or not we will share. I mean, I can't imagine finishing this entire dish myself. But hey, maybe it tastes that good that you would want to, like, eat the entire thing yourself. We can rotate stuff. So I suppose you're going to have to fit, like, a certain amount of dishes on the table. Let's start the meal. Breakfast at home. Okay. She seems to like it. It's a bit sweet, apparently, this one. And this one's a bit spicy. Hopefully she's okay with spiciness. Oh, okay. She's not a big fan. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out what they like. Okay. And yeah, plus 20, so it's not as good as Fosco because she didn't really like it that much. I thought they would be sharing the dishes, but no. Talk to the leveled up townsfolk to collect gifts. That was lovely, Blue, and it's lovely to be back here. Old Ruby used to cook us a meal before teaching us letters. Orlo came along too, but I think he preferred fishing to reading and writing. Please come back here again. Of course we will. We like nothing more than a good meal. Why did you bring that old thing with you, Nora? What is it? It's just a little something I used to play with. When old Ruby gave us our lessons, Nora couldn't sit still. I was impatient. I wasn't learning fast enough. So, to stop her fidgeting, Ruby gave her an old key to fiddle with. A key? It came from her desk, I think. Do you need it for something? Yes, I think I do. We'd best be off. See you soon, Blue. Okay, some kind of a key. A table of friends. Use Nora's key in the writing desk. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that. So, we didn't get a task to speak to anyone in particular this time, but maybe whatever is in the desk could be a clue to where to find this book. Maybe the book's in the desk. There it is. Well, we went on a very, very long wild goose chase. So that's where... Sorry, so that's what's in the locked desk. Ruby's Book of Rules. Mrs. Cotton was right. It was here all along. I need to get this to Orlo. He'll know what to do with it. So the only thing that I don't like with the waypoint system is the fact that the bird just keeps, like, flying around in the location. I guess I need to periodically clear that if I don't want that to happen. So, let's see. Our next objective is to speak to Orlo. Yeah, we'll go out and find him, and then we'll also try to go to Lily to speak to her about the 3 dishes that we made. I say it wasn't too bad. Though we need to kind of get to know what people like before, you know, seriously cooking stuff and preparing, you know, for bigger sort of meals and events. Ooh, let's take a look here. Eager to eat and listen. Hello, Blue. I'm very keen to share a meal. I keep wondering what you might cook or who might join us. The simple, the easy, a meal not too strong, a nice salty meal in my belly belongs. Okay. Right, so we get clues basically on what people like. I graciously accept. Good morning, Blue. It's a pleasure to be invited to a meal with you. I'll be there. A strong rush of flavor in the smallest of bites, so tangy and tasty, would bring me delight. Right. Maybe I should have just checked on these things first before even starting to cook stuff. Could you check on my lad? Hello, Blue Love. Could you do me a favor and look in on my lad, young Tom? He seems a bit down recently. He doesn't like talking much. Could you be a dear and see how he is? This young Tom. I don't think we've met young Tom just yet, so absolutely. Be good to meet new people. So let's just take a look. So let's go to Lily Cotton. And let's just complete that first. I assume we're going the right direction. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh no, it's this way. Perhaps maybe at this hour, she's not at the tavern. Okay, the cotton farm. So let's have a quick chat. What can I do for you? About those meals. Hello, Mrs. Cotton. I've finished cooking. I could smell that fine flavor halfway towards Hobbiton. You've done really well, Blue Love. Keep getting those textures right, keep practicing, and you'll be a cook worthy of Bywater in no time. Is there anything else I can help you with, Blue Love? No. Goodbye. It's always lovely to see you. Alright. So, we got a few more bits and pieces, although I feel like my inventory is getting a little bit full again. So we'll need to drop by and, you know, chuck stuff in the pantry. But, for now, let's see if we can do we want to speak to young Tom? Maybe we do Orlo first. So let's track that. And we'll bring this big book to Orlo, see what he has to say about the rules. And I do remember, like, there being some kind of a schedule thing going on, right? I assume we only have the schedule of people who we have met. Yeah, so... And from there, we can actually just find the people that we want to essentially get to. Very cool. Interesting mechanic. Ooh, not gonna... Oh no, our backpack. Backpack's too full. Well, since we're here, we may as well let go of stuff. Alright, so I assume pressing E would just stack more things. Or, no, okay, you have to hover over certain, certain items before you can actually make the transfer. Yeah. Okay, looks good. Free things up a little bit. Right. I wish we could jump, though. Getting over fences and stuff like that. Some wild geese. And ducks. I think we need to be going this way. Yeah, he's already out and about, actually. Orlo.
Oi.
Good to see you. I found the Book of Rules. Hello, Orlo. Look what I found. Why, bless my bundles. That's quite a book. It was in old Ruby's house. Guess what it is? It's that Book of Rules we've been looking for, Blue. Let's take it to Farmer Cotton. There's not much use to him. He can't read. Take it to Nora. She'll know what to do with it. Okay. Right, I've got things to do. Sure, no worries.
Hey.
See you soon. Nora. Okay. Well, we've already got the objective, right? So... it'd be interesting to actually visit other people's homes to see what their homes look like. Ooh, okay. The Burrows' shop and home. Very cool. Let's have a chat. What can I do for you? I found the Book of Rules. Hello, Nora. I have something you'll want to see. Let's take a look then, Blue. I found the book, Nora. The Book of Rules? I thought it was lost. It was at old Ruby's all along. Her writing desk had a locked door. Her key opened it. Nora's key, from when she was small. It unlocked the desk. The Book of Rules was inside. You're the perfect hobbit to have these rules, Nora. And how perfect that old Ruby gave you that key. I'll start reading it right away. Bywater will be a village in no time. You worked hard to find this book, Blue. We're lucky to have you. Sweet, okay, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff from that. Eggs and cheese and whatnot. And do we have any other quests now to take a look at? The Bywater Village campaign. Increase your fellowship to become a local. Everyone agrees Bywater is the best village in the whole Shire. Or it could be, once it is officially declared a village. Okay. I mean, how is it not a village already, though? I suppose we should be looking for young Tom, but I suppose increasing our fellowship is literally just befriending more of the locals and, you know, increasing our relationship with everyone. I am curious to see what these guys sell, though. Let's have another chat. Yep. Oh, that's right. The gifts. I've heard that you might have something for me. You heard right. I have a Garden Greens summer style for you. Ooh, okay. Like basically an entire meal. I hope you enjoy it. You really deserve it. Could I help you with anything else? Let's see what you have for sale. Oh, nice. Some clothing. Dapper waistcoat. Comfort trousers. Well, I suppose we should just, like, maybe spend a little bit of money. Buy something. Brown button shirt. Sure, why not? Let's buy that. And then... do we want anything for the bottoms? Maybe not, because who knows if we need to spend a little bit of money over here. What can I do for you? Let's check in on gifts. I have a simple sprout soup for you. Nice. Alright. And... what do you have for sale? Ooh. Are these just like basically decorations, or... quite possibly. Let's not spend all of our money all at once, but maybe I'll just buy something like a blue bottle. For 80 whatever this is. Let's just call it gold for now. And, oh, by getting gifted meals, you can actually learn the recipes of those meals. That's really good. Which means we do want to be gifted meals quite a bit, so that we can just increase our repertoire. But I'm now curious about going to meet this young Tom, and when we do decide to sort of retire for the day, we can go back home and play around with maybe decorating the space a little bit with this bottle. I just want to see how the mechanic works, so we need to go this way. And this just brings me back to traveling in the UK and going through the Cotswolds. It has that, you know, same kind of vibe. So idyllic. If anyone lives in the Cotswolds, I think they're, like, just super lucky. I bet it would be so expensive to live there, though. Alright, is this young Tom? Possibly. Hello, you must be Blue Banks. My family's been talking about you all week. I'm young Tom Cotton. My dad's old Tom Cotton. Everyone calls him Farmer Cotton. And everyone calls me young Tom. I'll see you soon, Blue. How are you doing? Hello, Blue, how are you? Me, I couldn't be better. Are you sure? Sorry, I heard you haven't been yourself lately. Not so loud, Blue. Someone might hear. Let's find somewhere to have a quiet chat. Okay. Let's see what kind of troubles he has. Alright, yes, I am having trouble. What's gone wrong? It's Lady Buttercup. Who? Dad's prize cow. She's missing. What did Farmer Cotton say? He doesn't know yet. He's been too busy with the village campaign. But he'll be distraught if Lady Buttercup's gone. She's like family. So, what can I do? You have to help me find her, Blue. There is one place I haven't looked. The path at the bottom of the lookout hill, behind Orlo's house. She's easy to spot, she's large, and she looks like a cow, and, well, that's about it. What do I do if I find her? Try and get her back to the farm. A handful of fresh vegetables might persuade her to come home. Alright, let me try. I've got to go. Thank you, Blue. Fresh vegetables, okay. But we don't exactly have a lot of fresh veggies to work with, do we? Find Lady Buttercup to lure her back to the farm. Perhaps the first thing we need to do is go back home and figure out what we can spare. Because I assume Lady Buttercup is just simply going to be eating the stuff that we use to lure her. Could be wrong. Okay, so fresh veggies. Fresh veggies. Maybe like stuff like this. Maybe some maize. I don't know if she'd like rhubarb, but I'll just bring a few of these things just in case, you know? Perhaps maybe there are certain things that she wouldn't like to eat. But, yeah, we need to try to work on this. Right. Off we go. I'll grab that. Yeah, it's very easy to miss these things that we can forage without the butterflies being around, so can understand why that's a bit of a mechanic there. I'm hoping that we can get this done before it's too dark, but I assume this might be the only thing that we'll be able to do today, or at least for the rest of the day. Oh, there she is. I mean, she's not lost at all. She's on the main road. Alright, so let's inspect. Ah, you must be Lady Buttercup. Young Tom said you like vegetables. Okay, so let's give her some beans. Here's some to help you go home. Okay. She needs a little bit more. Oh, Lady Buttercup. This isn't Cotton Farm. I've got more vegetables for you. There, you can have some maize. Here you go. Cool, only 2 lots of vegetables. At least we didn't have to waste too much. Oh, hello Blue, what are you doing here? With Lady Buttercup? Who has been here all the time and hasn't gone anywhere strange. I just thought I'd call in, you know, to say hello. Where was she? Where you said I had to use vegetables to persuade her to come home. Thank you so much, Blue. Let me give you this to say thank you. Happy to help, young Tom. I know, but let's never ever speak of this again. My lips are sealed. Baby marrow. Okay. I don't know if we've learnt any new recipes from that, but don't seem to have a lot of seeds on us right now, do we? Would it be a good idea for us to buy stuff that we can then grow? That's the inn. Yeah, I just need to see if I can get myself seeds. And since it's still quite early in the day, it might not be a bad idea for us to do that. Whoa. What's the best way to get there? Through here, maybe? And I might actually sell stuff that we can forage, because it's free, and that seems like a decent way to make a little bit of money. How much space do we have? Okay, only a couple more spots for things. Ooh, peaches. Very good. Can we grab any of the peaches from the tree? Maybe not. We just have to wait until they fall. There's a little bit more here. Yeah, luckily a lot of these things just stack. It'd be very frustrating if they didn't. But I can only pick up like one more type of item. I'm seeing these butterflies, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to forage here. Okay, the village circle. I do want to just do some trading, if we can. I don't think we've met this person. Why, bless my bargains, it's Blue Banks. Have I got some fine artifacts for you? Who are you? Hobson Hornblower, purveyor of quality goods for the discerning Hobbit. No refunds. For instance, look upon the fine silver swan, lovingly crafted by the elves. Some say that's not a swan, Hobson, that's an old duck. To them I say, have you seen an elf's swan? Well, this is what one looks like a duck. I cannot discuss a price for such a rare artifact, but remember, for he who pays its weight in silver, dwarven luck will flow like a river. Famous dwarf saying that. No thanks. Suit yourself, but remember, there's always a bargain when Hobson's around. Bless my bargains, you're here. Okay. I suppose it's not time for us to speak to him just yet. So what do these bells do? Oh, we can call the shopkeeper here. I see. But I suppose because it's becoming evening now, we can't exactly speak to the shopkeeper. Where are we? Yeah, that's a shame. I wanted to, you know, sell stuff. Can we sell stuff perhaps maybe at the tavern? They might be open late. Good day to you, Banks. Do I have those vegetables you asked for? Maybe not. Let's not worry about that. For now. Everyone's gathered here. Yeah, maybe if I want to do some trading, it has to be pretty early in the day. Oh, look at that feast. Oi. Good to see you. Alright, not too much going on. Maybe I can do this interaction then. I don't even know if I have the veggies, but... Right. Is that a good right? It might be. Good. Or it might not be. Oh. But in this case, it's good. These here are a good size and they're not overwatered neither. This is a good growing Hobbit. You'll be wanting to get these into the kitchen as soon as you can. Oh, I will. I tell you what, Banks, if you keep growing vegetables like that, you'll be as good as Gaffer Gamgee. Really? Of course not. I was being nice. Now get away with you. Okay, we've got some brown onions and a small wooden planks? What? You can now remove plants from the garden beds with a shovel. If you're not happy with a planted seed, or you simply want to change, use the shovel to permanently remove them. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Do you need anything else? No. A farmer's work is never done. Back to it. So, hang on. Did that mean that we harvested those taters, or what's the deal? I'm a little bit confused here. Let's head back home. I assume those taters still need harvesting. Yeah, I don't have space to be doing any foraging. So I might call it a day. And then we'll start again and see if we can bring some stuff to be sold. Okay, so let's just decide on what we're going to throw back in here. I don't really have, like, a lot of some of these ingredients, so it might be a little bit tricky to decide what we should get rid of and what we should keep. I think what I'll sell will be the hazelnuts and the hedge mustard, because these will be pretty easy to find. And maybe the puffballs as well. I don't really know if this is going to fetch much money, but... And maybe I can get rid of, like, a couple of the bywater bleaks. That looks good to me. Okay. Now, tail items. How do I go ahead and do decorating? Because I did buy that bottle, right? Or am I jumping the gun a little bit? Yeah, the plants are still here. I don't really want to get rid of them. And I don't have any seeds. I do want to buy some. Become a village, 3%. Okay, we just need to level up relationships and complete tales. I'm not sure where the bottle that we purchased went and how we would... Oh, here. You press H. And we're in home decorations now. You can customize the look and feel of your Hobbit hole and shared meal venues using furniture, decorations, gardening, and styles. Okay. So... Right, you can edit a lot of stuff here. Furniture are objects that are placed on the ground. Decorations can be placed on the ground and often on other surfaces. Gardening includes garden beds and direct access to your seeds. Okay. So let's just take a look at furniture. Oh, we've got a few bits and pieces here. Old Noakes's barrel footrest. Lily's cottage couch. And a few other bits and pieces. But what about the bottle that I purchased? Let me go back. Decorations. Here we go. Yeah, alright. So I should be able to, like, just place this on surfaces, right? Drop that there. And... the Curious Cow. Some kind of a painting here. Let's rotate. There. And... blue set of books. I could put that down somewhere. I feel like there's a lot more to do in this place and a lot more to sort of fix up. And perhaps maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Let's do... just a stack of books, and perhaps maybe I'll place that. Can I place that in here? I think it would make sense. Kind of looks good. And what if I press R here? Okay, so... Right, so you can change the style for each wall, it seems. If you really wanted to. Yeah. Okay. I might do dark wood and just apply it everywhere. Change all the structural elements in your Hobbit hole to dark wood. Yes, confirm. There you go. And then... Style feature. Yeah, okay. So... I assume perhaps maybe progressing the story will unlock certain rooms and maybe make the place look less shabby. Maybe. We could move this. Oh, look at that. That's very cool. Alright, I could, like, spend a long time looking into, like, decorating the space, but let's exit out. Ah, okay, you have to hold H. One thing that I do want to just play around with is the gardening. So, garden, we've got small wood plank garden bed. Ah, I see. Okay, okay. Right, I know this is a pathway, or going to be a pathway at some point. Maybe this as well. Maybe I'll place this there. And then we can access seeds from here as well, so we could probably like grow things in this mode as well. And then these are meals that we could just simply put down for decoration, I assume, so we won't worry about that just yet. Let's exit out, and I mean, it's, as I said, quite late. I could do a little bit more like fishing and all that sort of stuff, but I won't bother. I will have a sleep right now. And I guess the first thing that I really want to do tomorrow is have a chat with various traders to sell stuff. Okay, so before we get into it, let's maybe check out our new clothing here. So we did buy the new shirt there. We'll maybe swap out to the water trudging breeches once more. Looking nice and spiffy there. Let's save our changes here and let's get going. Oh, ready for harvest. Brilliant. Now we're talking. With this many brown taters, I think we can probably like sell some of it. Alright, and we've got some mail as well. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of mail. I'm gonna leave the mail for the time being because I really just want to be able to sell stuff pretty early on. I don't even know if people are already there at their shops, so we're about to find out. Perhaps maybe there's a sweet spot where they're all at the village square or village circle, and we need to do all of our trading at that point. Yeah, everyone seems to be here, so that's good. Let's have a chat. Good day to you, Banks. Let's see, so sell items, let's do... Would we get more money if we sell to the right person? So for instance, if I go to Old Nose, will he buy fish for more? Don't know, actually. But anyway, let's see if we can sell... I'd say let's go with 5 of the taters. So that's a bit of cash for us. Very good. And... yeah, I wonder if there's a max button that we can press to try and sell all of the item that you're trying to sell. So there we go, we've recovered our cash and, well, obtained quite a bit more. What's this? Oh, switching to buying. Okay. Let's buy a whole bunch of seeds, guys, because we really do need to just try to grow stuff, right? That way, as we're progressing through and doing all sorts of quests, you know, we're not wasting time. We should grow more taters, that's for sure. Cucumbers, fennel, lettuce. Man, I'm gonna need a lot more planters, actually. I think these are enough seeds for us to get started, I would say. Right, I feel like we've done quite a bit in this episode, but when we come back in the next one, I would say the first thing we want to do is just have a look at our mailbox and see if there are new tales for us to do. It might be a good idea for us to start inviting people over to have some meals. I might see if we can maybe just get really close with Orlo, since he was, you know, very welcoming in the very first episode and, you know, showed us around somewhat at the very beginning. So that's the plan for the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop me a like down below, obviously, if you did. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.